8 months ago, we bought a property and it was in a bit of a state. Now, since then, our team has worked miracles. And I'm not lying to you, when we bought this, we thought, man, this is gonna be an ambitious project, considering the state that it's in. And in this video, I'm gonna show you what it looks like today, what it looked like before, how we transformed this property, and much more.
So for all of you loyal followers that have been following this journey, you're gonna know exactly what's behind me right now. We are in Meadows 6. And we, on this channel, showed you when we first bought this property. We upgraded it, and 8 months later, this is the finished product. This is one of the nicest houses that's ever been done in Meadows, all right? And in this video, we're gonna walk through the entire house, and I'm joined by the investor and now my business partner, James Arnold. And he's actually gonna be behind this door. Mr. James.
Hi Joe, how are you? Welcome.
Very well, sir. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Let's show them round.
Please come in.
James.
Joe.
James. Right. One thing people need to know, which they're going to see on the screen now, this villa was a mess.
Now, just before we show you the rest of the house, if you've got at least $1 million to invest in the Dubai market and you're looking for exclusive opportunities, whether that's looking for your first investment flip or a high yielding, high appreciation off-plan property, because they are hard to find in the market these days, then reach out to me or my specialist team, because we will have you covered. You can contact us through the link in the description, where you'll speak to me or one of my team, and we'll guide you through the entire process from start to finish to make sure we find the right investment that aligns with your goals.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely terrible. If you saw it before, you would not recognize it again, I guess, now.
No, when we walked in, we had this really ugly carpet. Everything was closed off. Now let's do a little 360, because I really want to show people what it looks like when they come in. Would you say this is one of your favorite features?
This is, yeah, I feel like it's very dominant. When you can come in right away, it strikes your eye.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a quite nice feature to have, quite unique to a Meadows house, I would say. What would you say?
Yeah, no, I would say the same. The one thing about these Meadows houses is that it's so boxed off. Okay, the ceilings aren't naturally that high anyway, but we had to create this open space, this open feel that would make it feel like you're walking into a luxury home. And we had the designers, and we created this travertine, these travertine pillars, because they were just whitewashed, they were old, they were dull. Yeah, exactly. And then, we had this, it was almost like a dead space really, wasn't it?
Yeah, you couldn't really use this, and you have to keep in mind, this is where the extension happened as well. So in the old house, I think you recall that it stopped where these white pillars are. Mm-hmm. So we extended it quite a bit also.
Exactly, so let's take a walk through, James.
Of course.
All right, as I say, guys, James was the investor in this project, and he was the one that trusted us to come in and find this, source it, and obviously we worked together and renovated this whole entire place. So right here, this is what would you class it as, the informal living space, right?
This is the informal living right next to the kitchen. So I guess, this is something where families can enjoy some leisure time.
I would say this becomes more of like an entertainment house. We've got the wine rack that's placed over here.
We do, yeah.
I really like this little wine rack.
It's very nice. I think it cuts in very nicely. It's a nuance.
Yeah. And this is actually an alcoholic show wine, by the way, guys, I believe.
Is it?
Well, I don't know.
I haven't tried the wine, Joe. I don't know about you.
It says it's got alcohol in it. Whether or not it's real, I don't know. And then, of course, we created like a custom TV unit. Everything, as you'll see, is custom made with the joinery. It's made to measurement.
Yeah.
We make our way now to our beautiful open plan kitchen. James, have you ever seen one of these before?
No, not before Meadows.
Yeah. So this is actually an extractor fan that sucks the air downwards instead of having something on the top. All right. So, to be honest, it's a really nice size, because you've got enough area for like someone to have breakfast on. You could be cooking your dinner. You can be overlooking your pool. It's really built with the family in mind who's going to be buying it, right?
It's very airy. It's very open.
Yeah.
I feel like it has a lot of sort of nice features to it. Also, the quartz fits in very nicely, ties in very nicely to the joinery works.
Yeah.
In terms of the color scheme, it's very tied in, I think.
Yeah, that was one of the things that we did throughout the entire house. We tied in all of the colors to make sure that everything was somewhat matched in, like uniform, because we don't want, with two scenarios. We don't want the house to look too the same. Yeah. We want it to have character, but we don't want it to look too mismatched that it looked like we weren't using the same materials and it just looked a bit random, right? Yeah. So let's talk about these, because this is an important selling point when you look at these.
Exactly, the Miele sort of appliances. We, I think throughout the renovation chose to sort of have a more high-end finish with certain elements, which I guess is not too common for Meadows, as I guess you would suggest.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? As we were renovating this project, the market, from 8 months ago to now, the market in Dubai is crazy. It shoots up in value. We're seeing transactions beat other transactions in areas all the time, right? So we needed to think, we did two things. We'll talk about them throughout the video, but the Miele appliances was something that we decided to add in because we know when someone comes into this house, you know, they're spending a lot of money to come and purchase it. They're going to look at things like the Miele appliances and think, all right, so this is done with thought. This is done with, you know, the end user in mind. And of course, it adds that high-end element, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it really ties in nicely to the rest of the high-end applications we did
exactly
in the house.
All right, so James, take me to one of your favorite locations now.
Formal living and dining room. I feel like the living room has a lot of appeal. The art very much ties in to the rest of the vibe we have going here.
Yeah, so let's talk about this because you can see it's fully furnished, it's been fully styled. We did this, again, when somebody walks into this house, and if there was no furniture, there was no artwork, it's so hard to imagine it, you know? Would you pay this premium? Even if the end user who was buying this house didn't want the furniture, it's okay, we can organize something. But without seeing it in place, they wouldn't know how this space could be utilized. They wouldn't know how big of a sofa they could have. They wouldn't know how big of a dining table they could have, right?
Yeah, it makes for more of an atmosphere, I feel like. If you don't have any art, if you have minimal furniture, you sort of have a not really fulfilled project, right? You're doing a lot of work, you're giving a lot of thought into the project, but then you're not fully furnishing it. It's something which I guess we think is very important to, I guess, have a wholesome project, right?
Yeah, and even like the little things, you know, with the drop-down ceilings, with the LED strips going throughout. In the evening, this looks really nice. You'll see that the house is so well lit. I mean, just even here, you know, we're just always thinking about the little additional details, like all of the LED lights that are going into the fixtures in the wall. They're the same as in here than they are outside and near the pergola area. So let's go and check out upstairs. The master bedroom is incredible. So the stairs, again, the stairs have been widened. All right, so we've kept this travertine tile throughout the entire house. It's that neutral, it's not too white, it's got that character.
It's very clean.
It's very clean.
It's nicely backlit as well. If you look at it from the bottom, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, look, the way that you greeted up the stairs. So before we enter the master bedroom, again, this in Meadows is kind of like what we'd call a dead space. But a lot of people, they decide they kind of create like a living space. They might create like a third living room or whatever they want to do. Some people turn it into an office. Again, we kept it open for interpretation. We styled it very nicely. As you can see, we've got a nice big table here, 2 chairs there. Yeah, that might not be the most practical if you're living here and you might want to do something with it. But again, by us keeping it open into interpretation, it'd be much better than coming up here and just seeing this empty square space, right?
100%. I think it's more a landing area at this moment. But we have all the applications in the walls and everything to make it a home office, to sort of, we include all the functionality into it in essence to sort of, for the end user to then have the application they want.
Exactly. That's a very good point you just touched on. If you look through the house, right, in Dubai, like electrical sockets, you're lucky to get one in the kitchen. So you've got an electrical socket, you've got an adapter, you've got 4 microwave, like you've got 4 things. You've got the microwave, you've got the toaster, you've got the air fryer, all coming out the same one. But you'll notice we put them everywhere. So we've got one on the wall here, 2 on the back there, 2 on the back over there, and then another 3 at the back there. So you can see if someone wanted to use this as an office space, everything is thought about. Okay. All right, so we're going to go into the master bedroom now, arguably
the most exciting room of the house.
Exactly. Okay, so since we're on this side of the room, let's talk about the most standout feature, which you're going to see on the left to me. This is undoubtedly one of the nicest wardrobe, probably the nicest wardrobe that's ever been built in Meadows, right?
Oh yeah, certainly. I feel like it has a lot of space because this is actually where the master bathroom was before.
Exactly.
So we took out the whole master bathroom and we in essence made a very big and nice, I guess nicely open master closet.
Yeah, that's it. So there was a master bathroom, and I'm going to show you where we put it instead. But because we've extended, we've been able to do this. I don't even feel right putting my shoes on it, but this carpet, it's so nice. All right, so carpet, first of all, is not something so common that you see in Dubai. You know, because of the heat and all that kind of stuff, people think, no, I wouldn't have carpet. But one of the biggest things that I've seen in ultra luxury homes is carpet in the walk-in wardrobes. So again, glass wardrobes throughout, as you can see, LED backlit in every single one. So there's plenty of space for his and hers, especially in a size like Meadows.
Yeah.
And then of course at the back, if you're lucky, you'll have to fight your wife for the space at the back, but she's probably gonna put her shoes on there. Maybe you get like a little back closet over here or something like that. But anyway, as you can see, plenty of room. Previously there was hardly any. There was like, I think there was like maybe 4 4 shelves or something like that.
It was very minor before.
Yeah, and just even the little details, like we've got the custom dresser here, so nice oak finish, huge mirror, again, with these lights that I was talking about before. And then we've got the TV unit, we've got this travertine stone, and again, another oak TV drawer unit. Now, this was originally just the top of the house. Okay, so here was just the top of the house. So what we did, we extended on top of here, and now, look at this. We've got a double his and hers sink, we've got a master bathtub, we've got a walk-in shower, free flowing from the ceiling. As you can see, everything's been thought of, all the shelving units in there with LED lights inside. I mean, the gunmetal grey as well really brings out the contrast, right?
Yeah, it's very nice, and it's throughout the house. We
Yeah.
kept it coherent. And I think the most important thing is also to say that this floor plan, as you see it here, is not seen in any other Meadows house because the extension makes it quite unique.
Exactly.
So the floor plan got shifted around.
Okay, so what was interesting about this floor plan previously, all right, so this was like an open corridor, okay? Now, we had two separate rooms, but kind of combined. It was like a storage room, and then it was a Jack and Jill sink, so it was basically a shared bathroom. Now, of course, in an ultra-luxury house, like we're building here, we could never do that. Everyone's got to have an ensuite. So, what we've done, we've created 2 ensuites, and obviously now you have the guest bedroom. One thing you'll notice as well, okay, is the flooring. At first, just like we spoke about the Miele appliances, we were thinking about what flooring should we use. Should we use like a vinyl flooring? Should we use a porcelain flooring? But then obviously when we started to see the level of luxury we wanted to bring to the market, that's when we decided, hell no. Let's use parquet, engineered wood flooring, and it makes a massive difference, especially when we think about the end user, the buyer in mind, like the buyer from, let's say, Europe or the UK. They appreciate these little things, okay? Because there's nothing worse than walking into a house that's, someone's pricing it so high, and the floors aren't even done properly. The appliances are low quality. The joinery's been done terribly, you know, because then you start to really doubt products in the market.
So similar to the room that Joe just showed you before, this is the second bedroom upstairs. We have the full height doors, which we fully extended. The bedroom itself is quite cozy. As you see, it's like 50 shades of beige going on in here. We are facing to the front side of the house, and we have all the installations for the end user to fully fit it out and ready to use.
Right, a little bit off script. Simon from Eastpass has just showed up. Mr. Simon.
Good morning. How are you doing, Joe?
Very
nice
well,
to see
mate.
you.
Very well.
Wow, this is looking fantastic, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, so Simon came and visited this house, I mean, I think like 3 or 4 months ago, when it was still, you know, a lot of work ongoing.
Wow.
And, you know, we like to use expert agents to help us sell these properties. What's your first thoughts when you walk in?
Look, I love the space, and obviously you've done like the full extension. Very clean carts, visually a lovely palette use as well.
Yeah.
And I can clearly see just from rocking up, like the quality of the materials in here look phenomenal. So yeah, excited to get on and sell it.
Yeah, what do you think about Meadows as a whole, like as a location? Because I mean, I see Meadows as somewhere, it's, you know, there's just not been that many good upgraded houses.
No, I think that's exactly that, and there's a huge lack of that in the market now, and a huge amount of buyers that are obviously coming in from Europe, and they're expecting that European quality,
exactly like
and it's just not been done yet.
No.
So, yeah, totally. Location-wise, look, I've just come from the office. It's taken me 10 minutes from Marina Plaza.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
No, exactly. All right, so let's show you around here as well. Okay, so what are your thoughts on furnishing? Because listen, I had a few mixed reviews from a few different agents, but you know, as far as agents go, I trust you know you're one of the best in the market. So, what are your thoughts?
If it's done well,
yeah,
like this is, I think it's an added advantage.
Yeah.
I think lots of people, if they're moving from a property into a new property like this, they're probably going to be buying their own new furniture for it anyway.
Yeah.
I doubt someone would shift their old furniture into something like this, especially when it's done so well. And as we mentioned before, obviously a huge amount of Europeans moving into the market, and they won't have furniture. So
exactly. All right, guys. So as we make our way outside, this is like an oasis. Okay, it's a beautiful garden in the middle of the desert, basically. All right, so if you remember, last time you saw this, it was just a mess. So we've incorporated a pool, we've got 2 little palm trees, we've created this, you know, well, this tiling all around the whole house with the flower beds. Now, these specific trees are gonna grow huge, so eventually you're gonna have ultimate privacy. They grow very fast. I think they're called hibiscus trees. I'm not really a garden guy, but that's what I think they were called. And now, as we came to the back, we wanted to create a nice decking area with spotlights inside of the decking. And again, these little lights, we've got Bose surround sound, 2 sun loungers, a custom feature wall at the back, and then that sort of travertine stone that I keep talking about inside of the house, which matches the barbecue area where the pergola is. So again, this beautiful pergola, custom Bose sound system, built-in barbecue. Like, what more can you want? What is the key takeaway from this video? The homes that we are building are thought with the end user in mind. You know, so many people are building homes in Dubai and they're just spending like 1 million dirhams on a villa like this, and all is what they're doing is wrapping the kitchen, doing the basic flooring, maybe changing a little bit in the bathrooms. Every little detail we're thinking about who's going to buy this house, who is going to pay the premium, because at the end of the day, right, we're helping investors make money, okay? But not just that, we're helping end users move into amazing homes. We work with the best agents, you know, to come in here and say, right, what buyer profile fits this exact house? Okay, so when you think with a mindset like that, you'll be successful in the renovation game. The people who are not successful are the ones that cut corners. You know, even if it means spending a little bit more money and cutting a little bit of your profit, but to get like a faster sale and sell a better home, you're gonna be so much more better off.
Now we've officially sold this property. We accepted the offer of 16.35 million dirhams, which is a record-breaking transaction in the Meadows community. And we did this because we built a beautiful house with the end user in mind, and that is the most important thing here. The only downside is that we're going to have to find another opportunity now, and that's not necessarily going to be the easiest, but I'm sure we can do it. And after you've done your first renovation, you're also going to face the same problem. Well, now 8 months has gone by and the market has changed, properties might be more expensive and it gets harder to navigate. So if you're in the market right now and you're looking for the right team to help you and assist you along the way, then look no further, because we've got you covered from start to finish. Or maybe you're just looking to build a cash flow portfolio. So go and check out my other video where I show you how I made my client $233,000 per year in annual rental income.